Recap of the highly anticipated Saturday morning session of General Conference, where everyone was wondering, are we going to sustain a new prophet? Are we going to get a new apostle? This session gave us the answers. Elder Dallin H. the current president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, opened the conference to explain that the church was now in an apostolic interregnum since the passing of President Nelson. President Nelson's funeral is going to be on Tuesday, and General Conference would continue exactly as President Nelson had approved and planned, implying that we won't have a solemn assembly to call a new prophet this conference. And this is the first time we've held an entire general conference without a prophet since probably about 1888 with John Taylor. Even in 1951, when President George Albert Smith had died right before conference, they did end up holding the solemn assembly and sustaining President David O. McKay right at the very end of that general conference. So this is pretty unprecedented and pretty cool to have the Quorum of the 12 Apostles be the presiding body at this general conference. Elder Gary E. Stevenson gave a touching tribute to President Nelson by exhorting us to be peacemakers in every aspect of our personal, public, and online life. Sister Tracy Y. Browning gave an unusual and insightful talk about how primary music lays an important foundation for teaching our children the eternal truths and the joy of the gospel. Elder Ronald M. Barcelo spoke on assessing and treating our heart health and how our relationship with Christ and the quality of our thoughts can heal our spiritual hearts, just like a physician can heal our physical hearts. Elder Brick V. Iyer explained how when we know we are a child of God, it changes everything and helps us to reach our divine potential. Elder Kelly R. Johnson shared how, just as an accountant reconciles financial records, the atonement reconciles us back to God when we distance ourselves from Him. Elder Dieter F. Uchtdorf, of course, used an airplane metaphor to talk about how, just like learning to fly a plane, our faith, which is loyalty to the Savior, needs consistent nurturing. As we set our sights on Zion, we can be committed to Jesus Christ, and He will make us celestial. There was a lot to unpack in this talk. So if you want a more thorough recap and review of General Conference, tune in on Sunday night around 8:30 p.m. on the Informed Saints YouTube channel, where we're going to be doing a General Conference live stream, and follow this account for more quick recaps of the General Conference sessions.